Hello everyone, this is DisturbingPuppet. Welcome back to the second session of my Space Marine campaign, Warhammer 40,000 Gladius, Relics of War. We picked yellow, so essentially we're kind of Imperial Fists, I guess. This is our capital. We kind of started down here in the lower right-hand part of the map. I was kind of paying attention to what the bonuses were on the tiles, not the terrain, when I placed my city here. So unfortunately, we have a nice ridge running right along the center of my city, which means it's kind of a hassle for building. I can't actually grab these tiles. I'm currently researching something that will let me expand the reach of my ability to grab tiles for the city, so I'm hoping that'll let me to kind of lap around here maybe and kind of grab those tiles. Because we do have some decent bonuses here, 20% on the requisition points, 20% on research. Overall, we've got some research bonuses here, a little bit of requisition there, 10%. Some 10%. Some wireweed here we'll have to clear out if we want to use, but a lot of research bonuses actually around here. So we'll see what happens there. So overall, we kind of started down here. Things are doing okay. So far, what we've done is sort of expand out. We've mostly run into sort of the indigenous life forms and stuff on the planet. Initially, we kind of expanded out this way. We saw there was a mobile holoprojector here, but there were some Psych Neuen, the Warp Wasps things that kept tripping me up as I was trying to... I kept saying Wasp, or instead of Warp. And there were some Castellan robots. So eventually, we cleared them out. There were 3 Castellans and a couple Psych Neuen out here, and when we explored this way, there were also 3 Castellan robots out this way. So they've kind of disappeared. I have killed off 2, I think, out over here. We've dropped a couple fortresses on some stuff just because we were trying to advance out. Got a little bit of a force now with some land speeders, devastators, got tactical guys up front. We have this Thunderfire cannon, which is something I'm not really familiar with because it wasn't really part of the lore when I was playing. Over here, we've got our Assault Marines checking things out. We sent some devastators over to support. We just built our first Predator, so kind of expanding out and looking around. So out here, we did run into some orcs. You kind of see this is green, so the orcs actually have control of this. They had control of this earlier. They kind of came down with some war buggies, take a couple shots at us, and then we blew up a couple war buggies, and they just took off. It almost looked kind of like they were fighting something else, and I'm not sure if that could be... We've got orcs here. I know it's out here. I'm assuming Necrons are up here, so they might be fighting Necrons, or they could just be fighting the Castellans that I had seen previously over here, since nobody's claimed this. Imperial Guard, we spotted out this way, so kind of just in the forest for a second, we saw an Imperial Guard squad, and then they just disappeared. So I kind of don't really want to rush in and wipe out somebody who's fighting Necrons. Necrons are kind of the thing I'm the most concerned about. So I'm not sure if I really want to go after the orcs here, or maybe look for the Imperial Guard. Right now, most of my troops are kind of in this area, so we're kind of expanding both directions. We might take looks, and we're just going to grab what resources we can. Still kind of worried that there might be some Castellans around, but I think we can deal with it now that we've got some Devastators built. So our city right now, we are grabbing a Generatorum for some energy because we are running negative at the moment. We're working on some Devastators, and we are working on a Captain. For storyline, I need to just produce a Librarian, and we'll get through the next chapter. So after the Captain, we'll see if we have the resources to build a Librarian after that. So that is about it. I've already done our unit movement for the turn, so we're kind of all set. Over here, we're just kind of checking this out. We might steal this away from the orcs if they don't send anybody up to reinforce it. I don't have any scout bikers to scout, so I'm kind of using the land speeders for that right now. The Assault Marines, okay against infantry, but not really against the Castellans and other stuff like that. So let's just see what happens. Now, keep having these Katachan or Katachan devils showing up sporadically. They seem to be able to move quite fast, so they're moving quite far away. If I do some damage, they run off, and then they come back when I don't have any troops around. So we got our research done. Fortress expansion increases the tile acquisition radius of the city. The second stage of the fortress construction has started. The core facilities established. The Tech Marines are authorized to expand their operation and create a second defensive line. So let's take a look at our research. We've got Tactical Doctrine increases accuracy of Tactical Marines. Hammer of Wrath increases damage for Scout Bikers and Assault Marines. Chaplain may be useful. Company Chapel for increasing loyalty is probably going to be useful. Assault Doctrine, I've only got 1 Assault Troop. I've got more Devastators, so this might be more useful. There's the Hunter, so taking out Flyers. Melt-A-Bombs, this only affects Tactical Marines, so it's not that appealing. Constructs new buildings, generates influence. We can go up quite far here. Advanced readouts, increased tile acquisition. So I just increased it. I can increase it again. That's not too bad of an idea. It gives Assault Marines invulnerable damage reduction. That might be helpful. Dreadnoughts would be kind of cool. Orbital Strike would be kind of interesting. Apothecaries would be nice. Range damage reduction for my Thunderfire Cannon. Bolter Drill. Tactic increases accuracy of bolter weapons. Just overall increased damage on melee weapons. This would be good as well. It would affect my captain as well as the Assault Marines. Signum. Increased accuracy for Devastators temporarily. Vindicator, close range cannon. These are pretty tough. Actually, when I was fighting the Imperial Guard, I was fighting the Space Marines, or playing as Imperial Guard in the last campaign. I was fighting Space Marines a bit early on, and these Vindicators were pretty tough. Kind of hard to deal with. Yeah, there's a lot of good options. Maybe I should go for something a little faster. Getting the additional tile radius just to get it out of the way is pretty tempting. The chapel would be kind of nice and quick, but I'm not going to be able to build it anytime soon. Something that benefits me sooner is probably better. So maybe just initially, I'm going to go ahead and grab this. 6 turns to get the little bit of damage reduction for the Assault Marines. We might make some more Assault Marines as we go. Alright, did we spot anything around? Not seeing anything on the mini-map, but it's kind of hard to tell. Alright, let's just start moving around. We'll see if we see anything. Yeah, let's just go ahead and grab this. Nothing else around. Thought we might see some orcs if we advanced up a bit here. Let's head this way and see if we spot anything. Yeah, I'm surprised the orcs haven't grabbed this. Fermentation pool. Let's send the Assault Marines in to grab the trade encampment. Move the Devastators up just to reinforce. Have a good force overall together here. Just going to move up a tiny bit here. Just because I know there are orcs in the area, so if more show up, I want to have some guys on Overwatch ready to take some shots. How far can you get? And throw them in there. And you guys can go there. Maybe we'll kind of head this way with the Predator by itself, just kind of looking around. Predator's pretty tough, should be able to handle itself. We've got the additional firepower of the fortress here. I can drop fortresses if I need to. We are losing energy here pretty quickly, but 4 turns, so we're going to lose another 12 before we get any more energy on the line. I really need to up my requisition points as well so I can build a lot more units. I kind of feel like as it kind of fits for the Space Marines if I can't make that many units, but the units are pretty tough and powerful. So it's sort of fit, I guess. That is all for the turn, though. Oh, we got some ambuls running around. Oh, they're getting shot at by something. That sounds like orcs attacking them. Nothing out this way. Just seeing the ambuls and nothing else. Let's head over and see if the devil is there. Nope. Not seeing anything either. I think we're just starting off with las cannons here. I think there's something we'll have to research later that'll give us some heavy bolters on these as well. So our population increased. We did get our captain. So I do have some items. Let's see. We can increase his movement. Sure. We can give him some extra health and extra healing rate. Sure, we can do that. I can give him some extra armor too. What kind of abilities he's got? I don't remember. Power Strike. So this is Armor Penetration 4, Damage 3, or Damage 2.3, 3 attacks. Power Weapon sheathed to the lethal haze of disruptive energy field that eats through armor, flesh, and bone with ease. Got Healing Surge, getting some hit points back. That's pretty useful. Is that to himself? Restores his hit points, yeah. Deeds of Glory. Chapter gains influence when the captain gains experience. +4 influence per experience. That's kind of cool. It's the captain's duty to place legionary lives in harm's way before zone. There's too little glory in the galaxy to go around, and officers must be generous in the trust they place in others, for one day such brothers must become captains too. Reboot Gulamon, Primarch of the Ultramarines, Lord Commander, and Imperial Regent. And eventually we can get Orbital Strike. So I like healing, so we can just go with that, especially with the extra health we've got. So I might want to run up to one of the Jakara trade outposts with him and maybe pick up some extra armor. Something like that would be kind of cool, or extra melee damage. He does have a bolt pistol, so he does have some range shots, but not very effective. Power sword mostly is going to be what he's using, so 4 armor penetration. So if I can increase his damage, or armor penetration, or increase his armor, any of that stuff would be quite helpful. Just got him on the move. Right at the edge of the map here. Let's just kind of move up a little bit. I'm just trying to scout. Unlike some other games like this, like Civilization, where you can use part of your movement and then keep going, so you can kind of move up a little bit, see if you see anything, move up a little bit. In this, once you've done your movement, you're done. So you kind of try to leapfrog a little bit if you can with units, just so you don't end up throwing someone in a really bad situation. So just from here, I can just wipe out these ambles. It'll give some guys some experience. Sure, we've got orcs up here because it sounded like they were shooting at them as well. Yeah, I'm kind of worried that we might have those other Castellans around, but the orcs probably took care of them. I'd like to see what I'm dealing with here, though. Well, let's head here. Well, there's a Castellan. 2 Castellans! Awesome! How fun. And apparently they didn't shoot anything last turn. They're on Overwatch. Alright, you guys... Let's hit them. And I'll have them jink. So that'll decrease the range damage that they take for a turn. Don't know if I really want to throw my Assault Marines in here. They don't really have the ability to do much damage to these Castellan robots. Devastators here can do some. Gotta weaken it a little bit. I could send my guys right in, but even at close range, we've got no armor penetration. So really the only thing I could really do would be to jump in, throw crack grenades. That would be about it. But that's not going to do a ton of damage. So for now, let's just kind of creep up into the woods, kind of hide a little bit. I'm not going to be able to get anybody else in a firing range on these guys. We'll probably pull them back and see if we can lure them out towards my other units here. I know we probably have orcs up here, so we're just going to move up a little bit with the TAC Marines, see if they spot anything. And maybe we'll move them up as well, a little extra fire support. Leave them there on Overwatch for now. Alright, we can make a librarian. We do have the resources. It does require energy upkeep and upkeep of influence. Influence is fine, energy is a bit of a problem. We've got too much stuff that needs energy. My loyalty's dropping a little bit as my population increases as well. I guess we can start working on it. It doesn't actually take anything out of my... Oh, that's... I just noticed. I just barely had enough energy for that. I don't know if I've ever actually run into a point where I run out of energy or a resource before. So I'm not sure what happens, actually, if we're at a -4 and I only have 1. I'm not sure if it'll just stop trying to produce stuff, or if it's going to make me try to destroy one of my units I already have. I don't know what happens. I haven't run into this before. Let's find out. Oh, got some Imperial Guards showing up. Looks like Jink is kind of saving their lives here. Still taking some damage. There's some orcs. Yeah, so just a 0, -4. Doesn't seem like there's any other negative other than I'm just stuck at 0 until I can get my another Generatorum online. Okay, that's fine. That works for me. These poor orcs. We can just totally trash them here. A bit more concerned over here, though. So they can't Jink again for a while, so there really isn't much point keeping them here. Let's get them out of that position. Kind of a bit better with the heavy bolters at taking out enemy infantry and stuff. Maybe heading down towards the Imperial Guard there is what we'll do. You guys, do we want to stay in range and take some shots? I could do some decent damage, or we could just pull back. Wow, these guys can just wipe them out. I guess that'll do. And sure, we can send them in, take that over. Try to sort of fall back in a way that we might get some shots if they want to advance towards us. Let's move the Assault Marines off towards some fleshy targets, because that's kind of what they're designed for. Let's get the Captain moving on up. You guys can stay on Overwatch. Can't do a whole lot of damage here. Let's just grab the Broxcaster back under our control. They move up, we'll take a shot at them. Okay, they didn't move up. Castellans didn't chase us either. No more orcs showing up. Let's keep the assault troops moving towards fleshy Imperial targets. You guys heal, that's fine. I'm gonna have these guys stay here on Overwatch in case the robots want to come down. Unless we find something worse. Let's just pop up here. Okay. So this does fire indirectly, but only a 3 range. Let's see, this is volcanic, so this should all be clear to see through, but this forest is going to block my line of sight with the Devastators. Just advance them up to here. We've got kind of a lot of lines of fire. We'll just kind of inch them up for now. Stay put. Keep you guys on Overwatch. Captain, let's see what we can get for you. I don't have a whole lot of influence. Go back to the Captain. Let's see what we can buy. I've only got 188, so that's not a ton. It'd be kind of nice to have something that would give me some extra armor. There's +2 armor right there, or extra damage. Lightning Gauntlet is 50% extra damage. That's pretty good. 25% damage. This is a cooldown, so you can only use it every couple turns. This is always active. Yeah, 25% extra damage, not too bad. Kind of like the extra 2 armor as well. Let's grab him the armor for now. If we get more built up, then we might come back and grab something that'll increase my damage as well. And for now, I might just leave them here in case something else shows up. Once I've got the assault troops ready, we might send both over. I kind of want to have at least a couple units together doing stuff. I don't want to send units out by themselves. So we will have more energy online. We'll have Devastators next turn. I really need to get my energy up quite a bit more. Maybe build another Generatorum right away here. Here's something. And orcs on the move. No, we should have gotten an Overwatch shot. I don't know why we didn't get an Overwatch shot there. Unless they can't Overwatch for some reason that I'm not aware of. Oh. Okay. Whatever. These guys are kind of toast. The war buggies are decent against sort of regular infantry and stuff, but against like these guys who are designed for taking out vehicles, they're not going to do very well. Let's see anything else there. The robots didn't advance. These guys are healing. Let's send the assault troops out, see if we can spot any Imperial Guard. Maybe grab this Grox pasture next turn. Send the tank out in front. Found some ambuls. Ah, there's some guard. The ambuls are hurt. I don't know what they're fighting. Just take some more shots at the Imperial Guard there. I'm not sure which I want to do here as far as splitting up, going left or right. The AI opponents are a bit more dangerous, but I'm not sure which. If one of them's fighting the Necrons already, I don't really want to weaken them too much. These guys can just stay put, wreck their day. Get some experience here as well. Yeah, a little bit spread all around, that's good. Do I want to engage the war buggies with my land speeders? I guess. Wrecking up the orcs' vehicles. Yeah, I think we'll keep these guys here just in case the robots show up. So made our Generatorum, we made some Devastators. Let's get them heading around, heading left. Captain, yeah, we can head up this way. What do we want to do? So we're at +2 here for energy. We definitely need more energy right away. Don't know that there's any energy tiles here that are going to help me. 20% there for requisition points. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and throw another Generatorum here right away, just to get our energy online. Then we're going to have to really focus on getting requisition points going up. Research is doing okay. Influence is not great. Only having one city for the Space Marines does kind of really limit what you can do with them. So that's unfortunately it. We're just working on the Librarian. The upkeep for all of my units is really dragging down my ability to make anything else, but kind of makes sense in a way. You can have pretty powerful units, just not a ton of them. Oh, here, Devil. Seems like all the orcs have are war buggies, and that's it. Okay. Those robots still haven't come down. Imperial Guard left. Would like to kill off this devil. It keeps running off and coming back. Get any further if we jump? Not really. Just going to get ourselves in a position to try to kill this thing off if we can next turn. Suck, las cannon! Alright, let's get these guys moving. Let's head over this way since we've got lots of buggies in the general area. Guys are a bit exposed. We're going to pull them back and heal them up. Don't have a good line of sight. We've got sight here, but this forest is really blocking. We've got kind of one line here, and then this is kind of open, so these long-range units aren't going to do a whole lot of good. The Thunderfire Cannon, because it's indirect fire, will give us some shots. So let's move them up kind of behind the forest here, a little bit hidden. Bring up some fire support in case anything else shows up. Send the captain on up. And these guys can stay there on Overwatch. City, we're not doing great on our resources overall. Energy is definitely being a problem, but get that a little bit better once we get that other one online. Keep an eye towards the orcs here. Okay, they're not interested. They're like, no thank you. Catachan Devil took off as well. Let's try to just jump out here. See if we can see where it went. Nope. Some recaf there. Man, not seeing anything. Alright, let's get the other Devastators heading out that way as well. Still healing. Let's start healing these guys up as well. Captain is pretty tough, so let's just send him up. We'll move adjacent, see if we see anything. All kinds of stuff. Got mechs here in the front. Infantry unit that repairs vehicles and founds new cities. Without mech boys, orcs would lack for light, power, transport, and even guns. They lack for sanitation regardless, but that's another story. Whenever an orc needs something building, be it a shiny new Shuta or a boss's new ride, they go straight to the mechs. Furthermore, an orc with teeth to spare will take existing kit to the nearest mech in the hope of having damage repaired, and maybe some customizing done. It's a rare day the customer gets what he asked for, but whatever the mech turns out will normally be fairly flash all the same. So mostly repairs, but can found stuff, found cities and things for them as well. So always a good idea to kill them if we can see them. Can't get in range here with the tactical guys. We can get in range with the Devastators though, I think. Got a 3 range, so that's pretty long. Just say hello. Oh, there's the Orc City right there. They might even have more than one already. We're far enough in, it's certainly possible. But it looks kind of big. Alright, no more repairing your vehicles for you. Let's move up the tactical squad, keep them in the forest. Oh, this wire weed in the way here, unfortunately, so we go around with the Devastators. Population increased. We could start working on something. Preferably something that doesn't require power as an upkeep. So we could make some more Assault Marines, could make some more Tactical Marines. Bike Squad. They do have the Scout ability with the Bike Squad, so that is somewhat useful. Since we aren't researching something for Assault Marines, let's go ahead and make some more Assault Marines. Let's see if the Orcs want to fight. We are near their city, so yeah, probably. Combat Shield grants Assault Space Marines invulnerable damage reduction. The Combat Shield is a lighter version of the Storm Shield fitted to the wearer's vambrace, leaving their hand free to wield another weapon while providing protection from incoming attacks. Oh, we got our Librarian too, so we got the chapter done. So we got the Armor Class Bracers. A large Astra Militarum formation has been located nearby, presumably having emerged from a secure bunker. The Librarian reports traces of contamination amongst them, which are distracting the Reclusian brothers. Regrettably, we must purge them. Defeat the enemy camp. Chapter Unity. Increase loyalty output of the Great Hall. Okay, where is it? It's like right there. We're already right next to it. Heavy Weapon Squad. Infantry unit equipped to deal with heavily armored targets. Infantry heavy weapons are typically crewed by a team of 2 men. One fires a weapon while the other supplies ammunition. And between them, they can relocate the weapon if needs be. Yeah, I like the Heavy Weapon Squads a lot when I was playing as the Imperial Guard. To make our Librarian, so we'll have to mess around with his abilities and stuff. Let's see, I can give him extra armor, so we'll do that. What kind of abilities do we have? Objuration Mechanicum. Curses the ranged weaponry of the target enemy unit. Also deals damage if the target is a vehicle. Okay, that's interesting. Shockwave. Psyker slams his palms together and the noise is magnified 100-fold, releasing a shockwave that snaps bones and knocks foes from their feet. Fairly close range, no armor penetration. Levitate. Flies across obstacles to the target tile. That's interesting. So damage against infantry or something that will cause infantry not to be able to use their weapons so effectively and damage vehicles. I think we're going to go for the vehicle one, because that's long range going to be a bit more of an issue, or long term. Right now, infantry probably going to be the majority of the units I see, but later on, a lot more infantry will get replaced with heavier vehicles and stuff. So having the ability to deal with them is going to be a bit better. So defeat the enemy camp. It doesn't seem like there's a city or anything, it's just killing these guys, I guess. Alright, we can kind of refocus our direction of our troops that way. These guys are kind of engaged, but we can sort of pull back. We'll have to stop healing these guys up if we want to do that. Heavy weapon squads are a bit of an issue. That's kind of what we need to kill, are those heavy weapon squads. I can engage these guys from a distance. Not sure if they're going to start at an Overwatch. Let's see if they take shots at us here. Yep. Yeah, not ideal. Gotta take out these heavy weapon guys. Fortunately, my Assault Marines jumped into here looking for the Devil. Start moving back. Could go ahead and grab the Recaf Leaf or start moving, but I think we're going to be more effective at killing off the stuff. So we'll start heading that direction. I'd like to start chewing up these heavy weapon guys. I do have a Jink available, so let's... Nope, it's more than I thought. Gonna be a bit of damage here. 10, yeah. Alright, let's chew them up. These heavy bolters will wreck them, but we're going to take some shots, so I definitely want a Jink here. Jink, please. If we don't have a Jink, we might want to stay away from them. Might leave these guys healing up. Send you down. Can do a lot of damage here, but start sending the tactical guys down at least. Ah, crap. It's stuck. Ah! Stupid ambles. And, of course, the Castellans, always causing me problems. Alright, let's just shoot up the ambles, I guess. Might send the captain after them as well. Oh, I kind of wanted to send these guys over, but not great positioning. Let's take out some buggies. So go wreck some buggies or go kill some ambles. Let's go for the ambles here. I don't want these guys to get killed off. Just give it another target. Choppy choppy. Not a ton of damage there, but a little bit. We discovered the Scout Sentinel, light armored walker unit specialized in reconnaissance. Sentinel is a fast-moving combat walker employed to scout dense terrain and provide close infantry fire support. With surprising speed and locomotive dexterity, Sentinels can traverse terrain that would confound other armored vehicles. Lighter armored Scout Sentinel, in particular, are used to range ahead of the main battle line, setting up brutal ambushes or launching pinpoint raids. I do like these, but they're a little bit weak. Especially the Scout ability with the Imperial Guard having the long-range tanks and artillery and stuff. Alright. Increased close combat damage, dreadnoughts, increased range, hunters, all kinds of interesting stuff. Nothing really helps my production, though, unfortunately. That's kind of what I'm most interested in. Takes a little bit longer, but I'm kind of thinking just increasing all of my melee weapon damage. And apothecaries is something I'd like to get as well. Having medics is really helpful. Unfortunately, I'm kind of worried about these devastators here. Hopefully the land speeders are going to draw a lot of the fire. And land speeders are getting shot up. Okay, I've got them running out that way. Some heavy weapon squad hit the land speeder for 7. Up here, they're attacking my devastators for a little bit of damage. Must have just made them. Got another generator online, so a little bit more energy coming in. Don't have the resources to do anything, so we just grab a tile. Yes, we can get up here now. That's good. Fortunately, it's only 2 that I can build on here. I can build 3 on these if I clear them. So it says 2 right now, but the forest on it. Once I clear it, I make 3. Yeah, let's just kind of expand this way for now, and we'll try to clear it, throw some more stuff out there. Salt Marines are 5 turns away. Nothing out here. I'm kind of thinking the orcs don't have a lot left since they're only throwing some war buggies at us. I know that other robot is out here somewhere. I don't like it. Move back and take a shot from extreme range. Just going to send the captain in and take this over for now. Go this way and try to avoid the stuff that might be hiding in the forest. Try to go around. I don't like exposing myself here, but I'm going to go ahead and do it just to do some damage. And moving out quite a bit here. Let's say hello, shall we? Do I want to jink there or not? Maybe. Some extra fire here from range. Yeah, we can send the librarian right on in. The heroes early on are pretty tough and hard to deal with. Only 2.8 for frag grenades, really? I guess we'll just do a regular attack then. I can't get close enough to attack anything yet with my assault troops. I can take a shot from here. Kind of worried about leaving these guys. I know they've got more heavy weapons, but let's try to finish off this other heavy weapon squad. Bring up the Predator to draw some other attention. Alright, so one squad down. Just ambles hanging out there. Just want to check. Is my range? Range is 3. I didn't need to move that close. So he's going to take a bit of damage there. With the Assault Marines to help out. Unfortunately, that is everybody. Don't have a lot of troops, really. We are kind of fighting in 2 different areas at the same time, though. Let's see what happens. Pulling back. Okay. The orcs kind of took off. Let's get you guys moving. So we'll light up the sentinels. Do decent damage, or we can try to swing around and hit the regular infantry there. What's my range on this? 2 tiles? Yeah, we could get up and use that on the sentinels here. Do a little bit of damage. Let's see. Can't quite finish them off with them. Don't think I've got anybody else I can get up there into the conflict. These ambles causing problems here. Alright, let's just keep hitting these sentinels. Heavy weapon squads have a range of 3 as well, so it doesn't matter too much if I move back, but it would be less fire from the guardsmen, even though they're only going to do maybe a point or something. For some reason I can't see it from here. Because it is a height difference there, not much, but hard to see. What should we do? Yeah, let's just be crazy. Assault Marines are for assaulting, so let's wreck some stuff up. 7.9, or we can frag grenade for 10. Frag grenade. Let's move over. I'm kind of stuck because we're next to an enemy here. Yeah, destroy the sentinel, so we'll go ahead and just do that. Take a little bit of fire. No, it didn't actually finish him off. I thought it would kill him. 1 health left. Fine, be that way. Yeah, I'm going to go after the infantry here. Kind of what the heavy bolters are designed to do. And we do have some enemies around, so we're going to jank just in case. Up here we're not seeing anything, but he's probably just building stuff, that's why. Start moving back. I'd like to get these guys healed up. I'll leave the captain up here sort of guarding the Thunderfire cannon. At least that's the idea. What do we got? We're going to grab a tile next turn. We've got the Assault Marines on the way. Nothing else I can really do because we're so down on resources. pulling back. Sort of. Kind of hiding in the forest. Alright, any orcs coming? No. Okay, that's good. Alright. Okay, assault troops, kill off those heavy weapons. This predator's getting really banged up. Unfortunately, his last cannon's not doing a whole lot from range. Trying to get a little bit out of harm's way, but I want to kill off the sentinel. And we could have AI-controlled Imperial Guards showing up here too. I'd like to heal people up, but I kind of need to keep the pressure on. Even the woods have got some cover. These guys are a bit more exposed. Do 4. Frag grenade is only, no, it's 4.2. Yeah, sure. Move up here for some assistance. It's not much damage. It's kind of like trying to kill a colony of ants with a laser cannon or something. You're going to take out one at a time. Try to shoot these guys up while they're out in the open. I think we're relatively safe here. I'm going to hold up and heal. Let's bring the captain back as well. Okay, grabbed a tile. Can't do anything on the tile. I don't have the resources. Go ahead and clear it. Gonna need to increase my population max here again soon. That's a bit of a problem. There's a Castellan robot showing up. Last thing I need. Wonderful. How helpful. Should be attacking the guard instead of attacking me. He showed up here too. I actually got a shot on him. How much damage? Only 1.9. It's not much. Nothing. Alright, let's send the tactical guys in, see if we see anything. We see plenty. Okay. Nothing super ideal. to get this predator out of combat before he gets killed off. Got this devil showing up again too, so we can take a shot from range. Try to deter it from showing up. Well, we could jump over, maybe. Yeah, we could jump right into here. Take some shots, but it's kind of what we're here for. Do good damage. Let's go for this. Might be able to wipe these guys out. Take some heavy bolter shots at him. There we go. Let's throw the librarian into combat. Try to get away from the Castellan robot here a little bit, but we can still get shots on these guys. Yeah, we'll just keep taking some shots from range. I could move up and use grenades, but I don't want to put them in harm's way. They don't have a whole lot of health. Not enough to be messing around with, really. Here, I could sort of redirect everybody to go after this guy. That is certainly possible. See how much damage we can get on him. Got a shot from here, but it's only 1.9. I don't know if they have much armor penetration. Yeah, 0, that's why. Okay. Let's get you in range. I'm still fighting these local life forms and stuff, in addition to the storyline stuff and the AI, all at the same time. Let's get you out this way. Let's see what kind of damage we can do. So now 0.9 or 4.9. This kind of looks like a big Gatling gun, so sure, whatever makes sense. And let's get in there, see what kind of damage we can do close up. Probably crack grenade him. Oh, it's actually less. Alright, get up with your power sword. And that is it. Almost got the Imperial Guard here wiped out. Here we're just going to clear the tile, have another Salt Marine unit in a turn, or a couple turns. Grenades. Anything else happened? We cleared the tile. I heard weird stuff moving around. Oh, we got war buggies out here. That's what. Yeah, we can't actually build stuff now. Let's go ahead and get more energy online here. Then we'll try to grab a tile that'll give us a bonus to the requisition points. Try to build some additional requisition refectories here. That'll kind of be my next priority. So the Castellan robot disappeared. I don't like that. If I'm going to hit it, I want to be able to try to kill it. Finish them off. Okay, the devil did take off. Let's have you start healing. And Assault Marines kill them off. Alright, they're a little banged up here. I could send them in. Not sure if I want to. No, I'd like to find that robot, track it down, and just shoot the crap out of it with my Devastators here if I can. Let's see if we can find him. And this is stupid Ambles. Don't care that much about you Ambles. But we'll hit you if we got a shot. No other targets. Almost can get in range here. Be 4 squares away from there to see those war buggies. I could also drop a fortress on here if I wanted to, just to kind of say, surprise! Yeah, that's actually kind of tempting, just to mess with them. Yeah, why not? Let's do it. I don't think I can attack with it this turn. But it'll keep him being able to take control of it. Yeah, so next turn we'll attack with it. We've got a shot from here, so sure. See if we can get any other shots that seem relatively safe. Not going to have line of sight from pretty much anywhere else. Just move them up and see if anything's that direction. Now we've got the captain here, so I think we're maybe a little safer to move up. 2.8, or we can try grenades. Yeah, we're better off just shooting. A little concerned these guys are getting beat up, but... Well, found a sentinel. It's going to hammer us a bit more. We'll probably crack grenade it and kill it off, though. Nope, not quite. Let's do some damage, though. We'll have them start healing. We'll have them start healing as well. So next turn we'll have another Assault Marine squad ready to go. Working on another Generatorum. Really don't want to lose any squads if I can avoid it. Almost killed them off. Yeah, these poor guys, we need to get out of there. Took pretty good damage from those grenades. Ambles showed up from nowhere. Got some more assault troops. Let's get moving. Can jump. Be a little faster to go that way. What did the buggies do? Don't see them. If they come this way, we might get shots from here. Hopefully they took off back towards the city. Alright, let's kill these sentinels. Move up to light up these infantry guys. Send the Psyker up. Okay, Assault Marines, do your thing. Not enough. Not sure if this is the last of them or not. If it's not, I don't really want to leave him here. Still have the land speeders here, so let's move him back to a safer position. Yeah, that was it. Defeat the enemy camp. Chapter Unity. Increase loyalty output of the Great Hall, so that should help me a little bit too. With the formation destroyed and the disturbing influence removed, the Reclusium reports that they have identified other nearby locations where the warp is in disarray. The librarian insists on visiting them for further study. Visited highlighted tile with the librarian. Reward forbidden knowledge. That doesn't sound ominous at all. This seems a lot like the Necron storyline, where you have a kind of a cryptech who's trying to help you deal with the kind of warp storm that's blocking you on the planet, and then he ends up being corrupted. So I'm kind of thinking it's not necessarily a great thing to listen to the librarian. Unfortunately, the icons on here are yellow for where I'm supposed to go. So that's one. Let's zoom out here and see. Out there. And there. Okay. I don't think the librarian himself has to go there. I think I just have to send a unit there. Unless I'm crazy. Alright, who's left? Population's maxed as well. I'll have to do something about that. Well, we were healing up, but then unfortunately we had these ambles show up. So let's keep shooting them. Captain can just keep chopping up these ambles. Everybody's kind of banged up here, unfortunately. Have to move adjacent to have line of sight here, unfortunately. Captain's got to level up. Let's go ahead and go with the power strike then. And you guys can start healing, that's fine. City, we're only working on the Generatorum right now. Only other thing I can build would be a Thunderfire Cannon, which isn't that big of a deal or helpful. It's got energy upkeep as well, so that's not ideal. So that's fine, we'll skip that. Guys run away. I hear war buggies driving around. War buggies captured that. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I've got to go there for the story. We've got troops who can do it. Not that big of a deal. To send somebody up there, though. Okay, you go back to healing. Send you out there. So that's the AI-controlled Imperial Guard guys. You're healing, you're healing, you're healing. You guys need to heal as well. Let's keep moving you up. So we've got infantry that way with the Imperial Guard. Let's heal you guys. Let's heal you guys. Everybody needs to heal up. These are like my only full-strength Devastators. Capitan. Let's try to sneak up through the woods. And we could go for some long-range shots. These guys will have heal for now. We might move them next turn after they get a little bit health back. Alright, 2 turns for energy. Could grab some more land speeders. I think we're going to hold off because I want to focus on pumping out some buildings here as quick as we can. Well, my loyalty's back to positive, so that's good. So that doing that storyline mission upped that quite a bit, so that's helpful. I do need to increase my population here, because once we get this other Generatorum online, we're going to need all 12 of our population, so I'm going to have to build something for population next. I don't even have the resources to build it yet. I'll have to wait a couple turns to get that. I really need to ramp up those... forgetting what it's called. Requisition points. Every faction calls all the stuff different things, so not always necessarily this, but the Space Marines are the only ones that have requisition points. Others have like food or that kind of thing. But all the buildings are different for each faction, so it always throws me off, and I'm trying to remember which is which. Like Orcs, the power stuff was the Power Gubbins, and things like that. Orky names. Oh, wonderful! The Castellan robots are back, along with the AI Imperial Guard. There's Close Combat Mastery, increased damage of melee weapons, so it'll help our Assault Marines a bit. Certain Adeptus Astartes chapters, the Space Wolves, Blood Drinkers, Minotaurs, are known for their mastery of close quarters combat. To come to blows with even the lowliest Scout Marine from such a chapter is to fight generations of knowledge and training. So I kind of like the overall benefit stuff if I can get it, instead of something that's building or vehicle or something like that. Apothecaries would be nice. The advanced readouts would be helpful as well. The Apothecaries I'm going to have to build, though, most likely. Probably Heroes would be my guess. Let's go for the readouts so we can increase the tile radius of the city, grab some stuff. Barbarian got banged up a little bit, but we can use his ability on the Castellan robots if we need to. Not in range of anything here. I'm not going to do much damage to the Castellan robots. I want to be kind of in range with the Thunderfire cannon of the infantry. So just put you there. I think that does it. Visit highlighted tile with Librarian. Nope, I've got to actually send the Librarian there. Okay, so he's got to actually physically run to all those locations. I'm not actually going to follow through the entire storyline. If I can wipe out all the enemies faster, we're just going to go ahead and do that, kind of like I did with the Imperial Guard campaign. Just because it took so long with the orcs to get through all the story stuff, and it was just, basically the ending was kind of the same as the Necrons, just surviving a certain number of turns of just kind of being invaded, having all kinds of enemies drop from the sky on you. So it kind of seemed like, what's the point? Everybody's healing down here. It's not ideal to have these guys coming after me. So let's kind of pull back and see if we can hide. I think we'll leave these guys on Overwatch. The war buggies are kind of scouting around a little bit. Let's head around this way, sort of block their advance. Let you guys heal there. Let's just say hello with the captain. Oh, we've got all kinds of stuff showing up. Orcs are on the move. Okay, what do we want to do? 5.7. Crack grenade will do 5.3. Power strike will do 7.4. Sure, we can go ahead and do that. Choppy choppy. It's a bit more than I expected. I thought they'd just be scouting a little bit, but we are right next to their city. So we discovered the mech guns. It's an armored anti-air unit. They do have a range of 3, which is kind of unusual for the orc stuff. So I was kind of using them as light artillery. The roar of mech guns has heralded the end for many a hapless foe, spitting out blasts of crackling energy, swatting planes out of the air, or crushing their victims in crackling fists of bright green force. These big, clanky field guns have enough dakka to stomp even the toughest target. Of course, as no self-respecting orc would be left behind when there's a fight in the offing, crewing the guns is left to the long-suffering grots. Alright, we still are going to need that dormitory next, so we've got to wait till I have the resources to build a dormitory. We're not going to build anything else in the meantime. So the captain is going to take some flak here, but he can heal himself. If they move down, we should ideally take Overwatch shots, but I'm not sure I've seen the Devastators take Overwatch shots yet. Got our Generatorum up running. We now have the resources. We can go ahead and build the dormitories, so we're going to start working on that. It's energy upkeep, that's good, since we just got those 2 online. So all my resources just to do that, so we can start building more stuff. I'll probably have to start getting these guys on the move. You guys are healing, right? Okay. Robot's still hanging out. Imperial Guard looks like they took off. If the robot's going to stay there, we'll have to do something about it. Crack grenades ready? Yes, we do. Oh, we've got the ruins here wrecking my line of sight. That's a bit of a hassle. You're still healing. All right. Kind of hate to throw the assault marines out here to get chewed up, but that seems like probably what we're going to have to do. Going to take the shot from the Castellan here. Unless I want to stay in spot in case he comes down. Kind of set up a firing line in case he moves in closer. We'll do that instead. You can go ahead and heal up where you're at. You guys are healing, you guys are healing. So where do we want you? Let's just move up a little bit. No, I didn't realize these guys could actually heal. So they're basically kind of like just a generic tech marine. So they can repair vehicles. Okay. Well, we might as well. So they're essentially a tech marine with a giant Gatling gun. Okay. Just kind of change how I think about them. I thought they were just sort of like artillery. Who's left? Alright, let's light up some orcs. Can still kind of instantly heal at some point. Might want to do that if I'm going to keep him in combat. Guys almost back to full health. Yeah, we'll just leave you there to heal. Send the captain in to kill these guys off, hopefully. No, not quite enough. Yeah, wait till it takes a little bit more damage before we're going to use the healing ability on him. Should be able to take it. He's got good health, a lot of armor. Mainly kind of opportunistically advancing here. It's not necessarily that I want to make a big push on the orcs here. I just have the right tools for the job. Robot is not visible. Alright, let's head out. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and jink before moving here. So we're going to throw him up, see if we can spot anything. Nothing in range, unfortunately. But he's still recovering. Let's move up and heal them up quick. Doesn't cost me anything. Just gonna send them out. Ah, of course we run into this stupid robot. In our path, of course. Guess we'll just light him up. Can we get sight from there? Yeah, okay. Forget healing, let's move up and crack grenade this guy. Oh, of course, there's another one. Ugh, I hate these Castellan robots. Early on, they're such a hassle to deal with. 2. Can actually do more without the crack grenades. It's interesting. Didn't think chain swords would do that much. Still not a lot of damage. We'll have to commit the librarian here too. I think I can see from there to use my ability. Yeah, looks like it. Do some damage. Yeah, it's nice, kind of the guaranteed 8 damage. Okay, you guys are healing. You're still healing up. So I think we just have the guys up here. Yeah, you're back to full health. And we'll opportunistically take some shots here, I guess. Just keep driving the orcs back. Eventually they're going to have what they need to cause me some problems, but right now we're okay. Alright, let's go ahead and just heal. Devil. Stupid robots. Stupid orcs. I went for my devastators there. Okay. I'm getting tired of all these Castellan devils, and ambles, and Castellan robots. Had enough! .8, 4.1. Alright, now I'll just crack grenade. He moves so fast, he'll just kind of run away from me, though. I won't be able to track him down. Let's try to chew up the ambles here with some heavy bolters. So I can attack and do a tiny bit of damage. Almost enough to kill him. Yeah, let's send in the librarian. He should be able to finish it off. Add some health and experience for everyone. And let's heal up these guys instead of taking a shot. This doesn't do much damage. Have them come down as well. Kill off the ambles. It's kind of more what they're designed to do. Oh, we got to level up with the librarian. I guess we can try the shockwave, see how that works. We can do 1.6, 1.5 for crack grenades. Do we want to stay here or do we want to back off? I guess we can stay here, just keep doing some damage, drawing some fire for now. are in a bad spot. Do I want to be that aggressive and move out to this position? Maybe. Yeah, we're at full health. Let's see. How aggressive to be with my captain. I know I had some wounded units that backed off, so probably we're okay if I want to rush out here. Kind of protect the Devastators as well, so let's just head up and see. Yeah, he's got some wounded guys back there. .7, 6.9 there, 6.1. Alright. So probably based on the time I've got, we'll go another turn or so, and that'll probably be about it. What do we have going on in my city? We're just working on increasing my population. I definitely need to get the requisition points up, so once we get that going, we'll focus on that. So definitely pushing back the orcs. I probably, if I sent everybody up here, could take out the orcs. That's probably what I should do. Instead of trying to expand in every direction at the same time. This poor Assault Marine's just getting trashed. Do we see anything? So yeah, that devil, they always take off and I can never know where they went. I'm going to try to track them down. They move so fast, it's hard to find. You guys go back to healing, please. Let's move up and we'll heal them up. Yeah, maybe I should just kind of redirect up that way. I'd like to kill off the stupid Castellan robots, though. Oh, jeez. I cannot believe my luck when it comes to these Castellan robots. It is just ridiculous. Alright, so this is guaranteed 8. This is going to tell me... a little bit of damage to each. Okay. Unfortunately, because of the forest here, I don't have good line of sight. It's not an ideal position to be in. Don't really have anybody else I can get over here to help out, and I can't see. Alright, let's try to I want to kill these stupid things off. They really drive me nuts. I've made it my personal mission to wipe out all the Castellan robots on the map, because they all seem to be coming right for me. The Imperial Guard are kind of sneaking around, so I might want to leave him here because he's got the heavy weapons to deal with them. The heavy bolters is a little bit better than some of my other units. So I'm just going to kind of hang out in this area on Overwatch. We'll see if we see anything coming. These guys might even be able to take the orcs by themselves if I really wanted to push it. This guy's who I want. Discover the Orc City. Grants damage reduction, increased healing rate, and decreases movement cost for allied units. Grants range damage reduction to infantry units. So this monstrous shantytown barely merits the name of city when placed alongside the structures of other races, but it is the closest the orcs ever get to an urban existence. Battered plates of scavenged metal and stone surround a junkyard filled with crude fighting pits, deep sumps, and pungent mushrooms. I think he's mostly just has lots and lots of buggies, not much else. I've got the range and the damage with these Devastators, and if I can get sight to the center of the city from a distance, I might go ahead and go for it, try to do some damage, take it out. Just gonna creep up and see. The name of the city is Nasdreg Wazir. Boss Tower. Headquarter unit represents the city's defenses. Once a war boss has amassed an army of a certain size, he can no longer command the symbol cudgeling and swearing his boys have grown to love. The boss tower doubles up as a place for the boss to live and a bully pulpit from which he can bellow to his hordes. So it does have rocket launches and shooters, but the range is only 2. My Devastators do have a range of 3, so if I can see it from here, I might just start pounding it from a distance with these guys. We might even be able to take the orcs out if this is their only city. It might be a little low. They could have a couple at this point. So here I don't have much choice. The only thing I could build if I wanted to would be another Thunderfire Cannon, which doesn't really do me a whole lot of good. So that's fine. We're working on the advanced readouts. I think that's going to be it for today. So we're kind of in an okay position. We've got the orcs pushed back. If I want to, the Devastators here might be able to take them out even. Kind of depends on what other units they have. We've been engaged in just non-stop, constant warfare with these stupid Castellan robots, and I'm getting sick of fighting them. I want them all dead. Dead, dead, dead. Like, more than even the other AI and stuff. I want to just kill the stupid Castellan robots. They've given me so many problems in every game I've played. At least we've got the firepower in this one. We can probably take them out. So before I do anything else, I'm going to save it, just in case. Weird things happen when I stop streaming sometimes. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Not sure when that will be exactly. It kind of depends on my schedule. So we'll keep going with the Space Marines here, trying to kill off these guys. If you are interested in earlier streams, so when I played as the Necrons or the Orcs or the Imperial Guard or any other previous games I've played, all the older stuff is up on my YouTube channel, which is also DisturbingPuppet, which is one word. So please check that out there if you're interested. For more recent stuff, that is up on Twitch. So stuff on Twitch for a couple weeks, then after that, it pretty much will go up on my YouTube channel. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Maybe we'll kill a whole bunch of orcs next time. Yeah, thanks. We'll see you then. Have a good one.